Hello, Lieutenant Kayla Detmer here from Star Trek Discovery, here to ask you to join in with Commodore Ty to discover the world of pop culture. The adventure has begun.
Incoming message from...
Hello, this is your Commodore, Ty Coles here, your commanding officer to pop culture, especially the nerdy stuff. So, we continue with our look at Superman and Lois. This is Season 1, Episode 4, Haywire. And it was quite haywire in this episode. We start off at the football game, and Mr. Edge is trying to woo the crowd, saying he's just like them, coming to a high school football game. Lois doesn't care for that. Her dad comes by to watch the game too, because hey, it's his grandkid's home opener.
Dad?
I know it's a surprise, but it's John's home opener.
You never came to any of my games.
So they put Jordan in the game, and he ends up causing the fumble that wins them the game. As well, just before the city's about to vote, Mr. Edge's henchwoman, the supposedly Kryptonian, hands Lois letters from their lawyer saying, hey, you can't say shit about us because of your contract you had with us.
I'm sure your lawyer will explain. I told you he would crush you.
So, they're threatening her, blackmailing her, and everything so her story doesn't get out. It proves that there's something to hide. The grandfather comes to the house and he's upset that the kids know, and he tells them so.
Here we are, and given that your dad is the most important force for good in the entire world, that means you have an obligation too. Don't waste his time.
He's telling his grandkids to not be around their father. And as well, Lois is starting to feel neglected as well because she asks him to do something.
Say some words on behalf of justice.
Okay. Well, when you put it that way, yeah, I'll be there.
And he's too busy doing something else. And she even feels like she's down the wrong and their relationship isn't as good as she thought it used to be.
It feels like I'm really far down on your list of priorities.
Is that honestly how you feel?
Right now, in this moment that I might regret tomorrow, yeah, I do.
The city passes the bill for Mr. Edge to mine. Lois does do one final confrontation with him.
In threatening my career, let me tell you how this goes. You sue me, I countersue. Your records get opened up in Discovery, and that doesn't end well for you or your brand name.
My. You have thought this all through.
And it looks like he still has tricks up his sleeve. So, because Superman left Metropolis, they had to transfer a very high-risk prisoner. He escapes, and unlike most criminals who use kryptonite to defeat Superman, he's using supersonic sound and attacking the sensitive ears of Superman, which is unique.
For this sonic blaster to work, I needed you in closer range. Now pay attention. Let me show you what this baby can do.
So, it all comes to a head at the end of the episode because throughout the episode we see one of the football players, his arm is violently shaking, and then his whole body becomes violently shaking and moving and twitching like weird.
Well, look, you can run that theory past Bill and I later, all right? Right now, we need Dad. So, hey, was Grandpa said Dad's too busy saving the world. Look, he's not the only one that can do this.
Kind of interesting he brings up a school for people like that.
What Grandpa's trying to say is that he's going to go to a special school for kids with these sorts of abilities.
Wait, there's a special school for kids with powers?
This ain't Marvel. And Jordan thinks it was his fault.
My fault. Saw the video. My heat vision, it gave Tag those powers.
No, it's not how it works.
Yeah, you don't know that.
You're right, I don't know how or why any of this is happening, okay?
And because of all this happening, and them standing up to the general, her father, and he thinking that Superman might not want to listen to him anymore, he starts to come up with a contingency plan, and he calls it the numbers that Captain Luthor gave him.
General, line is secure.
I have reason to believe we may need to consider a contingency plan. I want you to open a new protocol. Call it Project 7734.
As well, we find out what Mr. Edge is looking for, and they find kryptonite there to raise an army.
We now own the rights to this land, which holds enough X-Kryptonite to resurrect an army.
Assuming we can find enough willing candidates.
That's why he was so interested in Smallville. So that was a really intense story. It's like the general's losing faith in him. The family life is becoming topsy-turvy, with Lois feeling like she might be neglected, but give it that Clark didn't make it up to her.
Well, you deserve to be spoiled. To know, beyond any doubt, no matter what's going on, what I'm up against, my time with you, it's what gets me through everything else.
So, interesting story. It looks like they're moving forward quite well with the story, and I'm looking forward to the episodes following. So for your Commodore titles, live long and prosper. Hailing frequencies closed.
Thank you for watching the video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, watch one of my many other videos, and if you like what you see, you can support the channel by donating to my PayPal.
So for Commodore Ty, live long and prosper all, and for now, until next time, the hailing frequencies are closed.